Hey, good morning, everyone out there. Welcome back to the It's Going On Daily Live Morning Show.
Woo! Let's
Hey,
get it going. Let's get it going.
that's right. Well, look at you. You're all happy, bright, and smiling. It's so nice to see.
Yeah, it's a couple of days after the Super Bowl. I'm really happy.
We didn't get a chance to talk about that. Did your team? Are you an Eagles fan or?
I'm not an Eagles fan. In fact, before this Super Bowl, I did not like the Eagles. But given the circumstances, I love the Eagles at this point.
Okay.
It basically reinforces my Patriots dynasty for those 20 years Tom Brady was at the helm.
Yeah, we're not going to agree on that one. I will give it to you, but I don't want to talk about it.
We know that nobody loves us, so
No, that's actually the Philly fan mantra. It wasn't the Patriot mantra was they hate us because they ain't us. And of course, Philly is we're from Philly, effing Philly, no one likes us, and we don't care. So
yeah.
it worked. Kansas City was just hi, we're from Kansas City. Then that's it.
Oof. They were pretty bad in that game.
Well, it's 2 days now, and as you can see, they've teamed me with Captain Ron again. Couldn't be happier. And well, actually, that's not true because we could be happier. We could
We can always be happier.
if you follow us on our social medias. And
Exactly.
if you, thank you. Go to Facebook. He's gonna put it up there. Let's wait. There we go. Facebook at RI Broadcasting. Then, of course, there's Twitch for all you gamers and podcasters. Twitch.tv at RI_broadcasting. Then there's TikTok. Can't forget about TikTok. Went away for one day, and that was it. It's TikTok at RI Broadcasting. And finally, everyone's favorite, YouTube. And you can go to YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting. You can see all of our shows up there. You see the past ones, you share them, hit that subscribe button. We love you. And we'd love you even more if you go to Patreon. But for Patreon, you can get stuff. Look, he's got the mug. He drinks out of all the time. I have one in the back of my closet. I got to bring it to the front. It's Patreon at RI Broadcasting. Get yourself some merch. Rep the show. Tell people about it. And,
Absolutely.
Now we're going to get back to the entertainment that you want. And Becky's in the house. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
The first lady of Going On Daily Live Morning Show is here.
That's right. Yeah. They just had a fantastic show yesterday too. I mean, that was awesome. They do everybody does such a great job. I love it.
I'm thinking you need to create though a mug that says the first lady of Becky's face, the first lady of Going On Live. Going On Daily
I
Live
can
Morning
put a
Show.
crown on top of her head too.
There we go. I'm sure she wouldn't say no to that. Well, folks, today is Tuesday, February 11th, and here's what we think you need to know. Did you know, and I'm betting that you didn't, that an average person is more likely to die from taking a selfie than being killed by a shark?
What? Really?
Absolutely. In the past 10 years, there have been 314 reported self-related incidents, and those are just the reported ones. And these incidents total 425 deaths from selfies, 82 injuries over 49 different countries. Let's see, how would you guess how do I frame this? How do most people die by taking a selfie? How would you guess?
It's interesting because I can see this happening. I'm going to say falling off of a boat.
Falls are 44%. That is number one. That is how most people die by taking a selfie because they're not careful. They don't look where they are.
Yeah,
and
like
boom.
You think about it, Ira, like when they're on vacation, They want to take a picture of them at the Grand Canyon. What do? They back up next to the ledge.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. 100%. Number 21 is drowning.
What?
I guess it. Look, I've got to get closer to that shark. I don't know.
I would think that has to be like on a cruise ship and they want to take a picture of them with the ocean
Fall
and
off.
blah, blah, blah. And they fall off the boat. And, you know, it's not like falling off like your yacht.
No,
You
no.
fall off your yacht, you're not going to get swallowed up by like the undertow that drags you from the boat. Cruise ship, that will drag you under. And then there's the propellers.
And don't forget, I mean, most cruise ships are like the size of like a 10-story building, so that's not even
Right.
a small fall.
Right.
And number 3 is train related, and we will actually get to that later. So we're actually going to cover train related because they have now listed the world's most dangerous spots to take a selfie. So maybe you can avoid a few of these and hopefully lessen your chances of getting hurt. Now, the first one you already mentioned, the Grand Canyon. Have you ever been?
I have not. That is like number 1 on my bucket list.
I have been there, and just like you say, you back up as far as you can, and for some reason you always go, I can get another inch or two. I can get another inch or two, and till you
And then
can't.
before you know it,
They have been 8 falling fatalities to people taking photos over the past few years. I had a fight. Me condemning all the peasants. Becky's condemning the peasants. Oh God, she's going back to
oh,
this
she doesn't like when people like the Clintons and Taylor Swift.
Let's see, because dummies go to the edges of stuff. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
So now
that is true.
also, and I never heard of this place, but I saw pictures and it looks amazing. It's also in Arizona. It's called Horseshoe Bend, and it is one of the most photographed sites. It gets 2 million visitors a year, and in the last few years, unfortunately, people trying to get that it's a horseshoe. So
Yeah,
people, you're backing up. You're back. I got to get the best shot. Got to get the whole horseshoe, and
yeah,
there
then
you
you're
go.
gone.
The one horseshoe that doesn't bring you luck, apparently.
No, not a lucky horseshoe.
And now, I said before I would get to this, 16% of selfie deaths are train related. Apparently,
Yeah, this is just stupidity.
I'm sorry, say again.
It's stupidity.
It is stupidity. However, it happens mostly in India. Because in India, apparently people go on top of the train. They try to like be dragged by the train.
Oh, come
They don't look at, yep. People have gotten in front of the train who have been hit by the train. People have been electrocuted. And some people just, fall off. So, geniuses.
That has to be the dumbest group ever.
It
because,
is.
I can almost understand falling off the Grand Canyon. Can almost understand it.
Right.
Because, yes, you want to get but with trains, like, don't you hear it coming?
I cannot ever see. You know what we should do today? We should climb to the top of the train and try to surf it, and we'll take selfies. Hold on. Hey.
Like, why? Yes, Becky, exactly. Natural selection. You're taking away the idiots, and that is perfectly fine.
There we go. We're just
Perfectly
here to
fine.
report how stupid people can be.
Right, and those people should die.
I don't think their families want to
die. I'm just saying.
Wait, no.
I mean,
okay, there's a different thing between someone reporting to you, man, I'm sorry to tell you that your cousin died. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, he was so young. I can't believe it. What happened? Well, he was on top of a train surfing and he tried to take a selfie and his head came off. In that case, you sit there and go, he deserved it.
So Danny's in the house.
Hey, Danny.
Welcome, Danny. It's always a pleasure. Calls me Costanza because of the way I kind of get excited.
And Becky, I'm sure the families do notice, even though there are a billion people there. The next stop on our death tour, if you would, is Machu Picchu in Peru. It's located, if you've seen the pictures, it's beautiful, but it's on a mountain ridge. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world, and people
Fantastic.
go up
I
there.
would love to go there.
But when you're climbing, it's usually full of fog and clouds, and the terrain is dangerous and often wet because, you get higher, the clouds are closer, and
Yeah.
you slip and fall.
Yep. I can see that. It makes me wonder, do I really want to go there?
Well, let me ask you a question, though. I mean, I could see climbing up there. I mean, that's got to be an amazing view. And you kind of want to take a picture. If you climbed a mountain, wouldn't you want a picture from the top?
Oh, you absolutely. Absolutely.
But I guess there's a difference between, okay, I've got it in front of me and I'm fine, and hold on.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would imagine it's very easy to do that.
Well, apparently it is. Here's one I never understood, but people do it all the time. Pamplona, Spain, and the running of the bulls.
Oh. There is no way you're getting me out there. I'm not doing it. I'll watch from some window or balcony.
There.
That's not a problem. I'll go to do that.
I agree.
I ain't getting in there with no bull.
I agree. It's hard enough that you're running away from this 2-ton machine that wants to gore you. That's bad enough.
Yeah.
But to turn around and go, oh, hold on a second, let me take a picture of it before it gores me. Hi, guys. Say hi to me. Hi, Danny. How are you?
Didn't we do that already?
I think you did. Oh, I see you added a new one to our social media, Blue Sky at RI Broadcasting. So welcome to all our Blue Skyers.
Apparently, it is now the Danny Show because we have to say hi to him every so often.
Hey,
but Danny, you get in the conversation, you get mentioned a lot.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, you are part of the show, Danny. You comment, we'll read it. Like Becky saying, Ron will watch people get impaled. I would too, as long as I'm not the one getting impaled.
Eric from Sports Unfolded is right on the money. With my bad knees, I don't know if I could get to the top of Machu Picchu either. Because
so
my
you're
knees
just going to be at the bottom of the list going, okay, I got this.
Yeah, I'll make it look like I'll catch the people on the way down and just not.
Now, here's where we get to, I think, even a special stupidity. There is a mountain in China. It's called Mount Hua. It is the steepest and narrowest path. It is called the world's most dangerous hike. They actually have to bolt in planks so you can reach in and hold on. So this already is an amazing thing. And yet people will still go out and go, hold on, I got one hand on a plank and the other on my phone.
Yeah.
Again, Darwinism at work.
Yeah, no, and this is a problem. People are getting dumber by the minute.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there's only 2 left. In Croatia, the oldest and largest national park. This place apparently has one of the most stunning places on earth with waterfalls and foliage, lakes, all natural scenery. It looks like out of a postcard. Morning, Hugo. People,
We got a
however,
full house here. We got everybody in here.
Oh, it's a good thing. It's a good day to watch the show and learn what not to do.
Yes.
So people have taken, they don't watch where they're going. They fall off the waterfalls. They do things. The government has put signs out there in nature where you don't want to see it. Dear tourists, we respect you. It's time for you to start respecting yourself. Stop taking stupid selfies. Thank you. This is from the government. They're even calling you stupid.
Well, yeah, because, when they put up those warnings, it's because it's happened.
Yep.
They have no choice but to do it. It's like those things you get that look like chiclets or something in your electronics. Please do
Mhm.
not eat this.
It
I mean,
amazes me
what are you
now.
thinking? Oh, they gave me a free
Uh,
snack.
It amazes me now the length of the warning tablets on some items. It's like shampoo, do
Yes.
not drink. Like, what? And finally, and here's my favorite. Becky's favorite apparently is people who climb skyscrapers with their cameras. He jumped
Yeah.
off at his parent. Ooh, that's not good, Hugo. My favorite one, and I want to visit, is Yosemite National Park. They have granite cliffs, waterfalls, hot springs, giant trees,
Yeah.
wildlife, and people do not understand that when you see a bison, when you see an elk, when you see something, your
Don't
idea
go
should
pet it.
not be, let me get as close as I can to something as strong as a truck and see if I come out alive.
Eric, that's funny.
Need to go taking selfie on my snow and ice covered roof. What's the worst thing that can happen? Well, you just might make this list for next year.
It could.
But remember,
It
my man,
could.
remember, a picture is worth 1,000 words and maybe a few hundred stitches. But I think it's time we leave this one behind and we go do something nicer. And February, as we know, is Black History Month. And Ron, I believe you have a few tidbits about Black History Month.
Yes, I do, but it's just so fun reading the comments in the chat. It's
Today
hilarious.
they're very lit.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, so it is Black History Month, so I, have caught I've done a segment for Black History all but once so far since
Yes.
February has started. So I'm continuing that, and you know, it's a today in history, so it is all Black history. So I just thought that it would be good to keep people informed on those specific, events that have happened. And we'll start off in 1644.
Okay.
1644, the first Black legal protest in America passed by 11 Blacks petitioned for freedom in New Netherlands. I don't know where that is. Do you know where that
New
is? Does that exist
Netherlands.
anymore?
No. That's
Um, well, they petitioned for freedom and they got it. The 11
wait, and they gave it to
people,
him,
they gave it to them.
which means it couldn't be in the United
They won
States,
their
17th
freedom.
colony of the Dutch Republic. No, the 17th century colonial province of the Dutch on the east coast. Nice. What is New Netherlands called today? New York, New Jersey. Oh, it was an area that was part of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Delaware. It was sort of like, hey, we're gonna claim this area, and that didn't work out. But
Yeah, it
good
didn't
for
work
it.
out.
Good looking
But good for
out.
them, right?
Yeah,
1644, I would have thought that wouldn't even be a legal protest back then.
absolutely.
So that just makes it aware that people even back then did not agree with, the slavery. And I gotta say, congrats to those people that allowed them to be free.
Well, that was the North. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. I'm happy for them. They're not with us today, of course, but
No, 300 years ago. Yeah.
but that was fantastic. 1961.
I'm
Robert
Joe.
Weaver was sworn in as administrator of Housing and Home Finance Agency. That at the time was the highest federal post, for a Black American.
And what year was that? 1960? 61?
1961. So
61.
that's not
Okay.
that long ago.
No, it isn't.
Just before I was born.
It was before I was born too, but
All right, this happened during our lifetime.
okay.
1976, Clifford Alexander Jr. is confirmed as the first black Secretary of the Army.
That's good.
1976. It took that long to get anybody in a position like that.
It
It's
did
kind
take
of
a long
it's
time.
kind of sad.
Oh, the whole history is sad that it took this
Oh, it
long.
is. It's a horrible history for a country, to be honest with you. Horrible history.
It is. It absolutely is.
Makes you wonder, how, the next decade is going to be. Makes you wonder.
Decade. I mean, still fighting for equal rights today. I mean, there are plenty of things, but we're looking back at history to see hopefully how things have progressed to today and gotten better.
So Danny's concerned about Eric. He's afraid he might fall off. So that's very kind of you, Danny. I don't think he was serious that he was going up on the roof.
And
Look,
if not,
Eric
we'll
is
find
not
out.
going up on that roof. He's not going on the roof. Let me tell you. All right, and then last but not least is this guy right here, Morgan Freeman. No, Nelson Mandela.
I was gonna say that's not Morgan Freeman.
No, it's not. But they kind of look pretty similar.
Okay,
Just saying, similar, not exactly alike. Didn't Morgan Freeman play Nelson Mandela in a movie?
Played Joe Clark.
He did.
I know that's not like going down. Like, who played Mandela?
All right. So anyway,
okay.
In 1990, Nelson Mandela was released from prison after 27 years as a political prisoner.
Wow.
27 years the guy spent in jail. And then what does he do when he gets out?
Gets divorced.
Because he just makes more history, with trying to get equal rights, to be honest with you. I mean, that's what it all came down to. And I mean, what a man. Like, that takes a special person that's in prison for 27 years wrongly.
Yep.
And then gets out and does something for others rather than himself.
That's the way it's supposed to. I mean, if we were all like that,
fantastic.
If we were all like that, the world would be a better place. But obviously, we're not.
Yeah, and that's why it's like I couldn't not do today in history because of that. And I'll tell you that's special. That's special. Everybody should be thankful for him. By the way, just saying.
Oh, absolutely. It is one weird. It's funny, and I don't know why, but you get a fact in your head, and it never leaves. Sometimes. The first thing I remember about him getting out of jail was he got divorced after he got out of jail.
Yeah,
it's just something weird. It has nothing to do with his, of the amazing things he's done. It's just one of the weird little quirks that you were in jail for that long, and then you got out, spent a week with your wife, and said, "That's it."
Maybe he found out that she ratted him out.
Oh.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying.
No. It's just one of the weird things that's in my mind that like everybody has like 10 different facts in their head that make no sense why they're in there, but they can't get rid of them. So I'm guessing they didn't have a very good Valentine's Day.
But then it was also the Mandela effect too,
Yes, the Mandela effect. Why was it named after him though?
Because I guess what people thought he died or something like that. He was dead or something, or still alive. I don't know what it was, but it had to do with his death or still being alive at the time.
That's what I'm looking for right now. The Mandela effect. No, they're all just giving examples. We know what Mandela. She expected him to die in jail, probably, but
she had a new man. You got a what?
Well, 27 years, was it?
Yeah, maybe,
It's a long time. It was a long time. So I'm guessing they didn't celebrate many good Valentine's Day together.
So Becky
So,
said everyone remembered him dying in prison.
oh, was that
That's
what?
why they call
Okay.
it, and he didn't.
That's what happens to a lot of people when you don't see them for a long time. But again, I'm going to try to bring it back. For Valentine's Day, you want to see that person. Now, we all know what you believe for Valentine's Day is what you believe. Some people call it amateur hour because Valentine's Day is every year. I tell the person how much I love them every day or whatever. But some people in this country, say what it's a Hallmark holiday. It's created for cards and chocolate and jewelry by the companies, and you don't show enough.
Well, the day was known for a massacre.
That's what it's supposed to be known for.
I mean, really, it's like it's a massacre, and then we're celebrating it for love.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre. So it's on the 14th, which is this Friday, and we all know how we do it. It's flowers and candy and cards and stuff like that.
Right.
But how do they do it around the world? And we're going to find out a little bit. So I have this list, and it started off in Brazil, home of Carnival. And the fact is that they don't celebrate Valentine's Day on February 14th because they have Carnival during that time.
Right.
So nothing gets in the way of doing that. So they recognize what is called Dia dos Namorados, Lover's Day, and it's on June 12th. Because that is the eve
Day
of the
after my
feast.
birthday.
What was that?
Day after my birthday.
Day after your birthday. See, Lover's Day. Look, they're celebrating.
I should go to
Captain
Brazil.
Ron. Do we have to buy you something for that?
Yeah, a trip to Brazil.
Apparently, and you'll be celebrated. Brazilians mark Lover's Day by going out to dinner and exchanging gifts. So basically the same thing we do, just on a different day. So now we go to Finland. Okay, guys. Becky, trying so hard to get this transition in. Yes, I was. It's a Mandela effect. You didn't see anything else, just the transition. Rio and Rio 2. Yes, that's how you celebrate. In Finland, they celebrate, oh God, okay. They have a pronunciation guide. Ystävänpäivä. Ystävänpäivä, which means Friendship Day. So for them, it's not about really the one you love. I mean, you can love your friends, but it's about your friends. And you give them presents and mementos to know how much they mean to you.
Wait,
even if you're by yourself.
The TV show Friends, or your real friends?
Are you saying Ross and Rachel aren't my friends?
No, they're not.
I send them cards every year.
Oh, so you celebrate. Oh, so it is celebrating the Friends TV show.
Yes, it's celebrating the Friends TV show. And if you're alone in Finland, it's not a problem because, again, it's celebrating friends, and your mates will give you candy and flowers and chocolates as well.
Really?
Yes, it's all about Friends Day in Finland, the TV show and your actual friends. So
see, and when you think about that, that would never fly here in the United States.
Why not? They could sell more cards.
Because men won't want to look like that in America. They don't want to give guys chocolates and flowers and stuff like that.
It's true. I agree with you on that.
But
maybe we should do that.
Stereotype, and Americans just won't be comfortable with that.
So that means I got to send candy to you, Kenny, Becky.
And we absolutely 100% will accept it.
Oh, definitely.
I don't care. I don't care who gives me the candy. I'm taking it.
Now, like I said, how many men do you know that go out? I know I used to do this a lot. And, oh, God, what am I going to give? There's always, it's candy, it's flowers, a card, and some sort of gift, and that's when you get stuck. Yeah. Well, not in Spain, because they honor St. Valentine with A customary gift for men to give their women are silk scarves. So you're told every year, this is what I give my wife. I give her a silk scarf. I don't have to think. I don't have to do anything. What do you think?
That's good. It takes all the guesswork out of it.
Absolutely. I'm like, what are you getting her? Well, I know what I'm getting her. TV commercials are going, give her a silk scarf and you'll be happy. Yes. Then we go to the Czech Republic. They have Valentine's Day. It's known as the Day of Love. Hugo says, I've gotten candy, and then she ate it. Yeah, that you gotta hide. You gotta hide it. Then you have 40. Well, you get a new one every year, Becky. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have new.
Yeah, you can have like every color known to mankind.
Exactly. I got the blue. No, I got the off blue. I got the red. I got the pink. You keep going.
And then when you get a new one of the same color, you take the old one and you donate it.
Oh, see, look at that. He's doing what the more you know. That's what we need right now. In the Czech Republic, they have the Day of Love, which is on May 1st. Now, this is interesting because they tell you what to do. Becky says, no, thank you. On the Day of Love, you visit the statue of a Czech poet. His name was Karel Hynek Mácha. And his grave is near a beautiful grove of cherry trees. And what you're supposed to do is find a little spot, apparently make a little picnic, recite poetry to your loved one, and just make out under the cherry trees. It's a nice area. Make a Doctor Who scarf.
A Doctor Who scarf.
I don't know.
The TV show.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not a Doctor Who fan. So in the Czech Republic, it's like, doesn't have to be fancy. It's you go. My ex-husband's birthday is May 1st, not the Day of Love with him. Well, for ex-husband's day, maybe we could create that holiday. Ex's day, I'm in. My wife, my ex-wife.
Yeah, there's got to be such a thing, right? And oh my God,
I'm gonna look that up now.
There's got to be dartboards involved.
Ooh. Well, actually, there are plenty of Valentine's Day places. The zoo will name an elephant turd after your ex. There's one place that will name a cockroach after your ex, and you can stomp on it.
That's brilliant.
There are plenty of places that you can do for an ex, but we're talking about love.
But you don't stomp on them. You don't stomp on the cockroaches because then you'll bring it home with you.
Wait, bring the love home with you? I want to bring the love home.
No, the cockroach. When you step on
a roach, no. You can watch safely as the video of them squashing. This was Hector. You always were a roach, Hector. Boom. Yeah. And now I'm thinking I should have done that
Hector?
Story.
Why does it have to be Hector?
I picked a name out of random. Sorry to all Hectors out there.
Can we have it a different name? Like Patrick, maybe?
Patrick, fine. Patrick.
Or Travis.
Travis. Now you're just naming Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Saquon.
No, not Saquon.
Equal time. Now, if you were in Denmark or Norway, again, it's not about being in love. It's about your friends. You give cards to friends there. And some people, they have what is called a gakkebrev. A gakkebrev is an anonymous joke letter sent to you. And if you can figure out, this is the weirdest thing of all, if you figure out who sent you the gakkebrev, then they have to give you an egg on Easter.
Well, eggs are expensive.
There we go.
Eggs are expensive, so I might like that. But does it contain bird flu?
Aw. I took a week's salary and I bought you a dozen eggs. Doesn't that say love right
week's
there?
Salary. Oh, that's funny. Somebody sent me a meme with somebody down on their knee holding up the dozen of eggs to the person that they're asking to marry them.
Oh, I have seen that. Yes. Oh God. Well, in Germany, if you don't like hearts, German couples think that the most romantic symbol of love is a pig.
Did she
So you give like
just
little.
call them? Did you see what Becky said?
I did. Passed over somewhere. Oh. I'm gonna sit back for a minute and let Ron respond if he'd like.
Are you kidding me? We're gonna have a problem Thursday, Becky.
Tune in on Thursday, folks. It's going down. So in Germany, you give stuffed animals of pigs, flowers, and chocolates. So you get to be a pig also. In Japan, if there are two different types of chocolate in Japan. One is called true love chocolate. If you love someone, you give them that. But if you don't want to give off the wrong signal, you can give them something which is called obligatory chocolate. Like, I like you, but not like that. Here.
So it's regular chocolate and white chocolate then.
I love white chocolate. What is it? Everybody down on white chocolate. Oh.
The disrespect starts now.
And in Italy, finally in Italy, they have what is called La Festa degli Innamorati. I'm getting out all my stuff today. They just seem like very specific names of exes. I didn't put it together with Kansas City. Thank you, Becky. Now, in Italy, they celebrate Juno, the goddess of woman and marriage. And the tradition is when you go out on Valentine's Day, if you're a single woman, the first man you see will be your husband.
Oh, wow.
So you really do have to watch it. In Verona, where Romeo and Juliet live, Valentine's Day stretched for 4 days. They have festivities with concerts and heart lanterns, and everyone shares. There's a love letter writing contest, and they have lots of foods, including nice chocolate candies with hazelnuts in the middle of it, and wrappers with poetic sentiments. So in Italy, at least, they do it up right.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is Italy, right? I mean, they do most things right.
You know, it wasn't on the list, though. There was nothing specific about Paris. It's like the city of love. It's France. It's Paris.
Why not Switzerland? Swiss chocolate.
Nothing there either. Oh, well.
Wow,
I guess
surprising.
We're going to find out because it's time for fun facts with Captain Ron.
Yeah, so, with the Super Bowl over, I decided it would be pretty neat to do fun facts of Eagles.
And I'm out.
Not the actual team.
Oh, okay.
The animal.
Oh, love the animal.
See? All right, so Eagles, fun facts. This is a pretty interesting one. I liked it. They can reach altitudes of over 10,000 feet.
Yep.
10,000 feet. That's what? A couple of miles.
Planes actually do have to watch out for eagles. It is a fact.
What, when you're flying a plane?
Yep.
Yeah, really?
Damn. When they're going up.
Their grip strength is 40 psi. 40. Their grip with their talons.
Damn.
That's impressive. Could you imagine them coming by and just picking you up by your head?
Okay, wait. Very, very quick story because you said it. My daughter and I go to the Renaissance Fair. This was when she was very young. She was maybe 6 years old. So picture a 6-year-old girl.
Did you lose your daughter?
What?
Did you lose your daughter?
Thank God, no. But we almost did.
Awful.
We're at the exotic bird show, and the guy on stage just puts his arm up and goes, and out of the back, we all see this huge bald eagle coming down the aisle, obviously, as it's been trained to do, to go to his arm. For some reason, it gets a little close to my daughter, and the wing hits her on the head She's fine. The bird goes onto the guy's arm, and he looks at us and he goes, I don't want you to worry about the bird hitting your daughter, because if he had wanted to, he could have carried her off.
Yeah. I mean, they're
So
huge.
they are absolutely massive. They really are. They are beautiful. Chocolate.
I mean,
okay, we're going back now. My favorite team is the Eagles, the sports team from Portugal. Well, Hugo, look at you being well-rounded. Okay.
Wait, they have a Portuguese team named the Eagles?
They must be the football team.
Football. Benfica? Is it the Benfica Eagles?
Benfica Eagles. No, I have to look this up.
No, I don't think I'm joking.
Oh, I know, but I want to find out.
Watch it be true. That's funny. All right, so the Eagles make the largest nest. Their nests are generally 60 to 200 feet in the air, somewhere, cliffs and trees. But their nests are like 4 to 6 feet wide.
Jesus.
4 to 6 feet. You can have like a swimming pool in there.
Oh my God. They have to have separate rooms in case mother.
Wait, so it is Benfica.
They have all the sports,
not just soccer. Oh, okay. See, the more you know. Wait, do they have a hockey team?
Do they have ice?
Saying.
Wait a minute.
All right, so the Eagles have 24 or 25 sight, which allows them to see 4 to 5 times further than humans, sometimes up to 8 times further.
Well, what do they say? You have eagle eyes, so obviously,
that explains everything.
Sight.
See, good guess. I like that. Deep down, it's in there. All that information is in there. It just, once it hears it, that, I need that answer, it comes popping out. Whoop, there we go. Oh, whoop, there it is. That's funny. Whoop, there it is. All right, so eagles are monogamous and lay 2 to 3 eggs per year. They are with their mate for life.
Aww. That's sweet.
How about that, right? See, humans can learn a lot from an eagle.
Yeah, keep their beak shut. They're fine.
Send hate mail to. So here's a good one. Eagles see in color and see ultraviolet light. This helps them hunt by detection of their prey's urine. So I guess ultraviolet light, you can see urine.
So if you want to find out if a bear poops in the forest, ask an eagle. Or pees in the forest.
Roller hockey. They play roller hockey. I've actually watched that. I've actually watched it.
Wait, from Portugal?
From Portugal, yeah. I did see.
And now roller hockey from Portugal with Captain Ron.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess they don't know how to make ice.
I'm not going to make the old joke. Okay.
Come on, make the old joke.
They lost the recipe? Told you it's an old joke.
So those are the fun facts of the Eagles. I decided to do that, because the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl.
And congratulations to the Eagles. I tell you the truth, I really didn't care. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I'm not an Eagles fan. Unfortunately, you could send your hate mail. Well, you don't need to send hate mail. I'm a Jets fan. We don't win. I will not see a Super Bowl in my life.
No, you won't.
But football is one of my favorite things. And since I can't win at that, maybe I'll win at this. There is a survey about movies. And they asked Americans, what is your all-time favorite movie? And they took a poll. Ladies and gentlemen, even though it's an opinion, It's an opinion poll. Doesn't mean they're right. I'm just reporting. There is
So it's going to be bad, is what you're saying.
It's not a bad movie. I like the movie, but in my opinion, America's favorite movie. This also breaks down something different, and that is how different generations preference in movies. Because obviously, something that you and I have seen, I can recite The Breakfast Club. Almost every line. Thank you, Becky. Don't shoot me. I can recite almost every line from The Breakfast Club.
Now you just got us blacklisted by saying that SHOOT word.
Okay. Don't pew pew the messenger. The Wizard of Oz. See, that's a movie I think a lot of people can get behind because
it's one of the best ones ever made.
It is, and now there's renewed interest because of Wicked. Out in theaters.
Terrible movie. Oh God, it was awful. I hated it.
You know what? I hate to tell you, I saw Wicked. I always wanted to see the play, but I never got around to it. And it was fine. It looked good. It sounded good. Everything, the acting was fine, but it didn't draw me in. It really didn't. So I've been told maybe it's more of a female energy movie. That's the only thing. The Wiz, okay. So I have here the top 20. And for some reason, they were allowed to do this. They were allowed to say a series. So if I say Harry Potter, they're not saying which movie. They're saying all of Harry Potter.
The whole series. That's what I do with Lord of the Rings.
There we go.
Favorite movies.
So we're going to go very quick because I want to go through this to get to number 1.
Yes.
And the last one, number 20, was Harry Potter series.
Awful movies.
I love oh my God. Okay, fine. We're going to discuss that one day. But next one was, and it wasn't the series, even though there's 2 movies, Top Gun.
Oh, please tell me it wasn't the first Top Gun.
It was the first Top Gun.
Oh my God, that is unwatchable.
You know what? I love that movie. Loved it when I was
When I was a kid, right. I tried to rewatch it when they brought the new one out because I wanted to refresh my memory.
Yep.
I couldn't get through it.
I'm with you.
The second one is way better than the first.
I don't know that. I wasn't a huge fan of the second, but you're right. The second one did not grow very well. Didn't age very well. The next one, again, not the series,
I'm with
just
you,
the
Becky.
movie. No way. Becky doesn't like Wicked either. Rush Hour, the original, not the series.
That is funny. Oh my God, those movies are great. I love those movies.
Becky is right. It's a cheesy movie, but everything from the 80s was cheesy. That's why it didn't age well. Number 10, and again, just the movie, not the series. Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, should be on there. I've seen it recently, and it held up.
Ghostbusters is good. That's a good choice.
Hugo agrees. Harry Potter is a fantasy version of Star Wars. He is. No, you're absolutely right. I've seen the memes.
He is right.
The videos. I love it.
Maybe that's why I'm not a fan of Star Wars.
I like Star Wars.
Now that I think about it, I'm a Star Trek guy. I'm not a Star Wars guy. Like, I like the original 3, but I don't rewatch them ever.
Do you watch the old Star Trek or the new ones? Or
I
both?
do watch the old Star Trek.
You watch the old? It's interesting because I have a fandom of both, which is medium. I will watch them, but it's not like on my list. Hugo says I'll pass on Wicked. Second time I watched it was better though. So maybe, I'll have to give it another chance.
Yeah, but it's never going to have a second time for me.
Here's a series.
I'm not.
You're not going to even try.
Nope.
Here's a series that I think every movie actually still holds up. And
Becky,
it's the Toy
absolutely
Stories.
not. Absolutely not. The lady, that was the worst remake of all time. Worst
the
remake.
Ghostbusters with Melissa McCarthy and Leslie
all
Jones,
funny women, but that was a terrible script. Terrible.
I think it's because they tried so hard to be different and the same at the same time. We need to do this, but we can't do this. I didn't think it was that bad, but it definitely wasn't that good. My husband is obsessed with Star Trek The Next Generation. I agree. If you're going to watch one, that and Voyager to me was really good. So, but back to the list. Toy Story, the series. I don't think there's been a bad one on there.
No, and they got another one coming out.
Oh, yes, I know. Because every time you think
I
they
love the
should end
series.
it before they ruin it, it's just as good.
That is my favorite animated series in any movies. They're just that's one of the best. Period.
It
I
is.
mean,
And
I
I
love them.
think, yeah, that is the highest charting animated series. There is an animated movie listed higher. The Rocky series is next. And
Love them.
you walk out, I mean, and even the Creed series is pretty good. So
Yeah,
I
it
like that
is.
too.
It is.
Next up is the Indiana Jones series,
Mm.
which I don't know about the whole series because after you get past the first three, which are amazing, then it's kind of the search for what happened.
Yeah, but you care about the character itself,
You do?
So you kind of deal with the the okay script. Okay,
We got Harrison Ford back. That's enough. We got a
that's
fedora and a
enough.
whip.
Yeah.
The next one is still going, and its series keeps bringing us in Jurassic Park.
Oh, love it. Love it. I
Jurassic
love all
Park,
the movies of them.
the
I love all of them.
original, is still one of my favorites of all
Oh,
time.
it
By the way,
is.
everybody out there watching, shout out your favorite movie. See if it's on the list. The next one is not the series, but the original. And the original is Die Hard.
Oh, of course.
And yes, it's a
But
Christmas movie.
but I'll tell you, Die Hard was great. Die Hard 2 was but I love Die Hard with a Vengeance. That one was fantastic. I
Die
love
Hard
that
was
one too.
amazing.
So the 1 and 3 are top notch. The others, you know.
I will agree with you. Next is the series Back to the Future.
There it is.
Ah,
Right
there
on
we go, Becky.
cue.
We just named it for you.
Right
Back to the
on
Future.
cue. Good shot there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 11 was Back to the Future. Number 10 was the Godfather series.
Yeah,
And if you take out 3, it would probably go even higher. Yes,
probably
Hugo,
would.
I can't wait to see the new Jurassic Park. It's coming out soon. We saw the teaser trailer versus on the Super
That
Bowl.
comes out for my birthday, I believe.
Ooh, there we go. There's an outing for us.
That's right.
Then comes the Star Wars series. Again,
I
people
see
love
it,
it.
but just the original 3. Yeah, all the others to me stunk.
Here's the one I have a problem with. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should not be in the top 10. It should not be in the top 20, even though the movies are enjoyable. Fast and Furious series.
Oh, come on. Oh, ugh. That's dreadful. Like the first one, I give them that. That's a great movie. But now these are street racers that are super spies. Like
Yep,
really?
absolutely.
Really, it doesn't happen.
Hugo.
It's just total crap. When are they breaking crime sprees, from terrorists, right? It's just ridiculous.
It's a movie series for the people who die on taking selfies.
It's just awful. It's
Next
awful.
is Home Alone.
That
It's a great movie.
1 and 2. After that, I don't know who the hell that kid is.
I agree. They changed kids. It's ridiculous. Next is the entire series and I've never seen one, but I hear they're amazing. John Wick.
John Wick.
Becky,
yeah, they are good. They are. I haven't seen 4 yet though.
Becky,
I
I do
haven't
have to
watched
tell you
4.
there is a reason for 10 Fast and Furious movies, and that is they make money.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it. Now
Them
we're
and
getting up
all
into the
the-
rarefied air.
Them and
top
all
5.
the spin-offs too.
Oh God,
I stopped watching after 4.
I will watch them, but it's like
Tokyo Drift was my last one.
The great thing about watching a Fast and Furious movie is you can turn it on at any point. You don't need to know what are they after. They're running away or they're running to something, and then commercial break, and you go, that was nice, change channel. Top 5 now. Dirty Dancing.
Okay, I see that. Great movie.
Top 4. Top animated feature was The Lion King, which has a special place in my heart. Love that movie. And we're talking the animated one, not the crap that they tried to put out.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
I'm a movie fan, right? I'm a movie fan. I see everything, but I haven't watched Lion King.
Oh my God. Number 3, the Titanic.
Oh, come on. Oh, that is just a pile of boredom for 45 minutes and then the boat sinks.
Number 2, Becky actually guessed The Wizard of Oz, and we discussed that goes multiple generations.
So does Charlie and the Chocolate, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I was going to say no, but they keep remaking that. And the number 1 movie, according to this survey, I did not do this. Don't send your letters to me. The number 1 movie, according to Americans, is Forrest Gump.
I actually like that one. I think that's pretty good.
But number 1.
I don't know. Well, Lord of the Rings to me is number 1. So, but I do like that movie. I love how they blended everything into his life. I thought that was genius.
I thought it was great. I thought the script was great. I thought the acting was great. I love the story, the characters.
Yeah.
But I can't put it number 1. I can put it maybe 10.
Well,
maybe
because
9.
It's not your favorite movie. That's why you can't put it number 1.
Yeah.
It's just like I can't put it number 1 because my favorite is Lord of the Rings. And then it would probably be Tombstone.
Oh, yeah. You do like Westerns. That's right.
And Happy Gilmore would come ahead of it because I love comedy. You know, Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, you know?
But, okay, and I said they broke it down by generation. Here's the interesting fact. Baby Boomers' favorite movie was Dirty Dancing, second Wizard of Oz, third Forrest Gump. Gen X was Forrest Gump, Rocky, and Star Wars. Millennials love The Lion King, Forrest Gump, and Titanic. Gen Z love The Avengers, Shrek, and Forrest Gump. So Forrest Gump is the only movie for every generation.
In all the generations. Oh, that's pretty neat. I like that. And now you see why it's number 1.
Yeah. Like I said, it wasn't me. I got shot in the buttocks. Yes, thanks, Hugo. Minus Tom. What movie is there you don't have Tom? You just want to see shrimp grits, shrimp boat, shrimp. I think that movie would be 5 minutes long. It would be Lieutenant Dan. It would be Mom. How did you hate Becky? How do you hate The Lion King? Oh my God!
Now I'm scared to watch it. I'm scared to watch it.
It's a great movie. I mean,
I don't know. I'm skeptical.
It's Shakespeare. You know, the brother kills the king to be king, and
that's
the son
avenges
it.
I hate Shakespeare.
It's Hamlet.
Yeah, I don't like Hamlet.
It's just a story. It's lions. It's cartoon lions.
Still.
Your top 5 better not be top 5 lions and then not have Simba on it.
What are you saying?
Oh my God, don't tell me it is the top 5 all cartoons.
I think I did do the top 5 lions, and I think he was an honorable mention. Simba was an honorable mention.
Okay, I didn't hear the other ones, so I will give you I won't give you crap until I hear this top 5.
I should pull out all of those top 5s and make a series.
I think Ron's going to have to do a top 5 of his top 5s.
Yeah, I might have to.
By the way,
all right, so top 5.
If all your top 5s are not on TikTok, you're doing yourself and everyone else a disservice.
So it is the top 5 Super Bowl commercials from this year.
Okay.
Because when you overall look at these, I don't think the commercials were that great.
No.
It was a very down year. So it was still better than the halftime show, though. Still better than that.
It's very polarizing, the halftime show.
Of course, when I had surgery, that was also more fun than the,
Wow.
halftime show. Just saying.
Wow.
Kendrick
Okay.
Lamar is just garbage. Garbage.
I don't think he's
terrible.
in your. I don't think he's writing and performing for our age group.
I don't care. I don't care. He's terrible. He has no talent, zero talent. All right, so my top 5 Super Bowl licks, commercials. Honorable mentions, Dunk King 2 with Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, and all that. It was okay. It needed Matt Damon.
Please, I am so done with Dunk Kings. Get him out of there. I don't want to see him anymore. They just wanted to get Belichick's young girlfriend in the background.
Exactly. That's what made it great. Having Bill in there. And also Jay and Silent Bob was in there.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat. Kevin Smith looks very thin. Just saying.
He lost weight.
I'm a little concerned of his health, to be honest with you.
Actually, he had a heart attack, and that's why he lost the weight.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. All right. Also, honorable mention, Jeep with Harrison Ford.
Great commercial.
Because he's not in a Ford.
Yep.
Which you got to wonder why Ford Motors did not have him in any commercial through all this time. And he probably felt a little slighted.
Somebody got fired over that, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. And I loved Slow Monday as well. That was in my honorable mention with the sloths. I thought it was great. Because that's how everybody feels the Monday after the Super Bowl. That's how I felt.
Case of the Mondays, yeah.
And I don't know if anybody thought this was good, but I loved it. That little 3-year-old runner for the Dove commercial running to Born to Run. Loved it.
I don't even remember
running, and it was like, to promote, women athletes, because by the time they age 14, they get body shamed.
Okay,
and
I do know it. Yes.
But I loved it. Born to Run, the boss, I mean, everybody's saying that he's a sellout, but it's not him. He sold his music.
Like everyone else does.
Like everyone else. I think he made like $500 million for it or something. And what do you think they're going to do with the music? They're going to put it in commercials because they're going to make a fortune off of it. So, but I love that commercial. It was cute, and there was a point to it, and I didn't even realize that it was a Dove commercial, until I had to look up all the commercials. And that's when I found out it was Dove. So they didn't even make it so that way it would be like them responsible for it. So I thought they did it with a little bit of class, to be honest with you.
Not to interrupt, but that is the most important thing that people forget is, oh yeah, do you remember that commercial? Yeah, what was it for? Because that's what the company's paying you for. On my other podcast, the Circling the Drain podcast, we played a game just before the Super Bowl, and it was, I'm going to play you a song that you've seen in a commercial. You tell me the product. And most times,
that's pretty good.
You couldn't do it. So what's the point?
Yeah, right. And that's just it. You don't know who did it, but to me, I think they did it that way just for a public service kind of thing. I mean, when you go back and analyze it, you see the little Dove logo there, but you don't even notice it.
And like you said, I remembered the commercial, but I had no idea what company that was for.
Yeah. And the last honorable mention, because I don't even know what to make of this, because I thought it was great, but yet creepy at the same time. And that is the Seal commercial for Mountain Dew. Right? Wasn't it disturbing, but yet great?
You couldn't look away from it. I'll give you that.
No!
Oh my
It just
God.
reminded me when Kramer on Seinfeld said, "Don't look at me. I'm hideous." You know, I don't know what to make of it, but it was so different and
Yeah.
so like colorful, and it was like a spectacle. Again, a better show than the halftime show.
And again, I know that was for Mountain Dew. Whether I liked it or I didn't like
Right.
it, I know it was for Mountain Dew.
Exactly. Exactly. So those were the honorable mentions. These are
Okay.
my top 5. The Doritos abduction. When the guy
Okay.
is sitting there, is trying to hold on to his Doritos, and the thing finally
Yep.
sucks it out of the house, and it blows up the spaceship. I thought that was funny. I thought it was awesome. I loved it. Loved it. Number 4, when Sally met Hellman's.
It's been done.
I loved it because that movie was iconic.
Yep.
And that scene was iconic. I just loved it because it just brought back nostalgia. And, you know, and it probably is the best romantic comedy ever. And that scene made it all with the helmet. Oh, God, the sandwich.
And then they just put in Sydney Sweeney just because she's pretty.
Yeah, basically. Basically. Yeah. Well, like, they couldn't put an old lady there because now she's older.
It wouldn't have mattered. They could have put anybody in there.
Yeah, I know, but why not Sydney Sweeney?
Why not?
Whatever. You know. So, all right, so number 3, Eugene Levy's Little Caesars Crazy Puffs with the eyebrow. Oh my God, that was funny. When that first happened, I was like, what am I watching?
What really got me the first, you're right, because that one came out first, and I don't know what's on your list for 2 and 1. But then wasn't it Pringles who came out with the beard?
Yes, so it was just coincidental that they both had something similar.
I wonder if somebody's had to be like, how did you not know? But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, right. So whoever made the ad for Eugene Levy probably should have did his homework, but it still was good. The only problem was nobody knew that it was Little Caesars.
Well, you just reminded us it was Little Caesars.
Right. That's the problem with it.
Everybody from Schitt's Creek pretty much had a commercial there.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Number 2, which I loved it because we all remember the other commercials for the same issue. Matthew McConaughey's A Century of Cravings. How they tied in the theory of football being invented for food sales.
Yep.
You know, when he did the Jerry, what you eating? Rice. Oh, Jerry's eating rice.
I
Right?
did enjoy that.
They brought it
That's
back,
cute.
and I loved it because the pigskin makes you think of bacon. And he went down through the whole thing. Even the Super Bowl stadium is Caesars.
Yep. Named after a salad. We're fine.
Right.
We're there.
Or Little Caesars pizza. And Kevin Bacon was in it. I think it was brilliantly done. I loved it. Matthew McConaughey, great job. I thought that was a fantastic commercial. But the number 1 was, in fact, that Pringles commercial. Oh my God, that is such a great commercial. Just because they did it to Batman TV show theme, I thought that was brilliant. And then when it smacks up and hits the window and they all fall, I thought that was great. I'm going to go to the store.
Out of the 2 hair commercials, and again, I don't know how they didn't know what was going on. I liked Eugene Levy's better, but it was this one. I think it was for Pringles, right?
Yes, that one was Pringles.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
The honorable mentions to me would have been the Instacart one, where they showed all the mascots of all the commercials of past. You
Oh,
had the
yes, I
Pillsbury
forgot about
Doughboys.
that one. Yes, I remember that now. That should have been an honorable mention at least.
The one that they are crowning number one, Madison Avenue, sorry, is saying the Matt Damon one for was it
Yeah.
Stella, I believe.
Yeah, with David Beckham.
Beckham, yeah,
Yeah.
that was cute.
I mean, it was okay. I think it could have been better. But I mean, I did like that one. It didn't wow me.
No,
I
I
lean
would
towards
agree
the
that it
funny
wasn't
stuff.
like, ooh, I got to remember that one. But the one that I think you had to have and you didn't do, and as Hugo says, all right, all right, all right, is the flag football one. Women's flag football.
No, I didn't like that one at all.
You didn't like Pat McAfee dressed up as the 80s principal
Yeah, I didn't like
and
it. I didn't like
Jefferson
it.
and Garrett and all. Oh my God, I thought
I
that
don't
was
think it
genius.
was creative either. You know, they're just taking things that
Oh,
happened in the NFL and that's what they did. And
well,
I don't know. I just didn't care for it. Didn't care for it.
granted, it wasn't as imaginative as having somebody's beard fly off. According to Becky, and she was right, there was a breast cancer commercial, which seems like an odd choice for the Super Bowl. And they just pretty much focused on women's breasts and said we need to focus more on them
Yeah,
for breast
and
cancer.
I'll go further with that. I didn't like how they shamed the guy in the commercial too. And I don't think it's right what they did. And they're making a negative, from something that should have been positive. And I
I
think
kind of
they could have
agree.
gone about that a whole different way. They should have taken it more serious, and that would have probably earned a lot more respect.
I agree. And the fact that we even forgot about it until Becky brought it up shows it wasn't that, it didn't
Yeah,
really grab
it
anybody's
wasn't a good
attention.
commercial. Wasn't a good one.
So there
So
we go. So that was Ron's top five. If you have anything that you dispute with Ron, and we often do,
yeah, put it up there. Let us know what you think.
go to
You
the
know,
socials, go to Facebook, go to Twitch, go to TikTok, go everywhere that we talked about in the beginning. And remember on Wednesday, you're going to have Ron's going to be here with Kenny, and Kenny's going to disagree on your top five, I'm sure. And then on Thursday, now we're going to get to see a battle with Becky and Ron. I'm definitely tuning in for that one. And remember, thank you for watching. Make it a great day. And when you need some fun, join us because we've got it going on daily.
have a great day, everybody.